It's not nice out there today, guys. Actually, right now, it's nice, but we're getting about 40 centimeters of snow tonight. How's it going, guys? My name is Mike. This channel right here is Health and Wealth. Thanks for joining me today on another episode. Today, a special weekly episode where we talk about the latest distribution announcement. Today is Group D's announcement, which means that YieldMax has decided to let us know how much we're going to be taking in for distributions on the following ETFs. So today is announcement day. Tomorrow is X distribution day, which means that if you don't have your money in by the end of today, and you buy tomorrow, then you won't be receiving this distribution. But if you keep your money in it for till 4 weeks from now, then you'll get the next distribution. A lot of people's strategy out there is to buy on the X distribution date so that you can get the automatic decrease in share price. So tomorrow, as an example, if there was a $1 distribution, then tomorrow it should drop the $1, depending on how the market does, up or down. So that's something to expect. So today, let's go over all of Group D. I've gone ahead and opened that up on my screen up here, and we're going to go through it. So YieldMax ETFs announces distributions on SMCY, Misty, AIYY, YMAX, and SDTY, and others. So let's go through them all one by one here. First one is actually a brand new fund at YieldMax. Hey, that's weird, right? YieldMax coming out with a new fund. Sarcasm. So SDTY, it's going to be a weekly 0 day to expiry. They're trying to go with something like XDTE here, and if it holds up anything like XDTE, then it would be a good fund, but we'll find out, won't we? Next is GPTY, and so this is going to be an AI play. AI had a bit of a rough month here. I know, Sam Altman and Elon Musk are in a fight right now. Elon Musk reportedly said he'll pay $9 billion, and Sam Altman said, I'll buy Twitter for $9 billion." So, anyways, the saga, right? But let's talk about this right here. This is the first payment of LFGY. This is going to be 56 cents. That's actually, it's the second payment. Sorry, my bad. Second payment. That's a pretty darn good distribution. GPTY here. Been out for not even a month, January 23rd. So we're talking like, what, 3 weeks, something like that, and down 3%. But so far it has paid out 56 cents and 33 cents. So you're looking at 89 cents. Let's just call it 90 cents. And in that time, the price of the share is down $1.57. So far not been fruitful yet, but who knows, as AI goes up, you just never know. Let's go on to the next one here. LFGY. This is going to be your crypto play. And LFGY, this is going to be the fourth payment for LFGY. How much is it paying again? 56 cents. LFGY up today, but down 5% in a month, right? So it came out January 14th, so just less than a month here. But I mean, so has Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin in the last month here hasn't really been doing too well compared to its usual upswing in the last year. But Bitcoin up 2%. So GPTY. I'm not invested in any of these funds right here because I am not going to be continuing to invest in new funds that I'm not really fond of. I feel like YieldMax is thinning themselves out too much, but I'll keep my opinions to myself on this video. Check out other videos for more opinions. Let's take a look at YMAX. YMAX here, 15 cents. Decent for YMAX. This is a weekly payer as well. You can see all of its last payments sitting right there on the screen. I'll zoom into it just a little bit so you can see a little bit better, but 15 cents, not too bad at all. YMAX itself, though, in the last month, up 2%. So that's takeable. I'll do that all day. If you look at the last 6 months, though, down 6.95%. But I mean, the last month, that's pretty darn good, up 2%. Plus, you're getting your distribution. So you can't be too upset about that. Next, let's talk about YMAG. YMAG. Every 4 weeks, on the fourth week, let's call it, you can see here that the distribution is quite a bit lower, 5 cents. And so that's to be expected, just FYI. If you take a look at the last distributions here, 18 cents, 18 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents, right? So every fourth week, it's going to be around that 5 cent mark. That's to be expected. And I mean, I like to look at the YMAG price itself here over the last month. It is down 2.85%, 5% in the last 6 months, but it is fairly stable compared to even YMAX. It's more stable than YMAX, which is good, right? That's good so far. Next, we're going to talk about what we're all doing here, right? I think that's what I'm here for. Is Misty. I'm invested in Misty. Been a big fan of Misty over the last, I don't know, 10 months now for me, 9 months. I can't remember. But yeah, Misty paying out $2.02. I'll take that. I'll take that. Misty share price over the last month here down 6%. Bitcoin has gone up 2%, but Misty does follow MicroStrategy. Right now, if you don't know, the Misty fund managers are going absolutely berserk. Their ADHD is kicking in, and they're opening and closing calls like it's their job. They are working on overtime here with all the moves they've made. But $2.02 for Misty. Let's take a look at it on the webpage of YieldMax here. So it's its lowest payment since September of $1.85, but $2.02. I'll take that every single month for the rest of my life. I don't know about you guys, but I can handle 202. If it was $2 for the rest of my life, that would be good, right? Wouldn't that be great? It has had some massive distributions, and if you were invested since day one, April the 3rd of 2024, so not even a year ago, you've already received all of your money back that you originally invested in. If you just put 10,000 in, you didn't touch it, you didn't reinvest it, you got $10,000 back plus in distribution since day one. So that's pretty amazing. If you're a Misty shareholder, you got to be happy. One little thing about Misty here is it does have its peaks and valleys. September 6th, it was all the way down to $19.07, which was its all-time low. And then just 3 months later, it was at its all-time high of 44.40. Since then, it's kind of migrated its way back down. But I mean, if we take a look at MicroStrategy has also kind of been on a downslope. And then if we really look at Bitcoin over the last 6 months here, that's not a fair assessment. Let's say the last 3 months, November. Bitcoin's just kind of hovered there, right? It's gone up $6,000 since November 16. So it's kind of just hovered around that mark. It has a really hard time at the $100,000 mark. Let's hope that eventually it can leap that hurdle and take off. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. So that's your Misty conversation. Let's talk YQQQ. YQQQ paying out 24 cents, and you can see this is every 4 weeks. YQQQ here is shorting the Nasdaq, and it's down 14% in the last 6 months. For me, I'm not into the shorts too much here, actually at all. But there's all of its other distributions. This is going to be the 6th distribution for YQQQ so far. Next up is going to be a favorite of the people, AMZ. AMZ paying out 54 cents, kind of getting in that Appley territory for payouts. Let's go take a look at it here. AMZ pretty stable on the market on the graph itself, so that's nice. Over the last year, it's up 3%. Last 6 months up 3%, and then every month it's up 3%. Is this possible? But yeah, there you go. AMZ 50. Where did it go here? 54 cents. So you got to be happy with that. Amazon stock over the last 6 months up 38%. This would have been a better play to buy Amazon itself, and then take that ride with Amazon. I mean, if you look at the last year of Amazon up 33%, last 5 years up 115%. Good stuff. Next, we're going to talk about Appley. This is an Apple Play paying out 36 cents. That's pretty standard for Appley. 36 cents hovering right in the range of what they always do. Very, very steady. The share price itself is just kind of hanging out. Take a look at last month. Apple kind of went down there, didn't it? But I think it was on its way up again, but down 1% share price. It's pretty boring, Appley. You know what you're going to get right around that 30-cent range. This month 36 cents. So that's good for Appley. That's good. Next up, AIYY, one of the worst ETFs at YieldMax. So AIYY paying out 37 cents. I mean, look at the share price of this. For me, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole, but maybe this is the kind of risk appetite that you have in life. For me, it's not. Look at the last 6 months, down 23%. I mean, AI, everybody, is in every single company's earnings calls. They talk about AI. So I'm not too sure why this one is down so much, but I don't really investigate or deep dive into this one, but there's its distributions over the last 6 months, 7 months. So hovering around that 37-cent range, and there it is again, 37 cents. AIYY. Next up, let's talk Disso. Disso paying out 45 cents. Higher than the month before, higher than the month before that too. 45 cents. Nice. Disso itself hovering around that $16 mark in the last 6 months. It's up 6%. That's nice. I know Disney is kind of hovering around too. It doesn't do too much, but this is the time of year that people are going to be going to Disney. Will the price of Disney stock go up? I know with my telecommunications provider, I have now got Disney for free for 2 years. Woohoo! So I actually haven't even tapped into it. Should I? What should I watch on Disney when I do tap into it? So there we go. Disso paying out 45 cents. We only have a couple more. Pretty quick video today. By the way, if you're still here, thanks for being here. Hit the like button for me. Get more people like yourself and myself watching these videos. Yesterday, I had a video talking about Coney, Misty, and Nvidia. I'll link it at the very end for you to watch. 3,500 of your friends watched it yesterday. It's a pretty good number for this channel. Really appreciate your loyalty, by the way. All right, next up, let's talk about Square. Let me just close these two first. It paid out 58 cents, which is decent. The share price is kind of like almost every single one we've talked about so far. 1665 in the last 6 months, down 5.83%. But I mean, I'd be pretty happy with 58 cents on a $17 ETF. That's for sure. Let's take a look at its past distribution. So it's a little lower than the last 2 months, but I think that the problem is sometimes that YieldMax pays out too much money, and it's money that they didn't really earn. And so I'm just thinking that. It's just me thinking out loud. But that's what some of these larger ones are down here. And that really affects the price of the share quite a bit. If they paid out less like they did today, or they're going to, sorry, this Friday, 58 cents, maybe that could help build up the share price long term. Just a thought. Last one is got to be one of the most talked about ones is SMCY, paying out $2.09. That's huge for SMCY. $2.09. This is his fifth payment. So far it's paid out $5.35. That was ridiculous. $2.20, $2.35, and $1.72. And then this Friday for most, for some, it'll be Monday, but $2.09. The stock price of Super Micro Computer, its underlying, is $40. And this one, it has been pretty volatile. I mean, we're getting past that 6 month mark where it was super volatile. It is on its way back up, it looks like here somewhat. I mean, take a look at that. 28 bucks on January 31st, up $12 in the last 13 days. So that's pretty good itself. Yeah, that's pretty good itself. Can I find SMCY here? Let's find out. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, good. Now, what's not good, everybody, on this one is this is one of those ETFs that started at $50. But take a look at the last, since it came out in September, it's down 44%. Now, it has paid out astronomical distributions here, actually, like massive distributions. Maybe if they had to cut those in half or quarter, that $5 distribution knocked it down to a buck. Look at that, what that could have done for the share price. The share price could have been up $4 because of that. Just a thought. I'm not the ones who are running these ETFs, but for me, I don't like my share price dropping 44% since it came out. I don't like that. I wouldn't like that if I was invested in it. And for me, the distributions don't really add up to the amount of share depreciation in that time. So for me, I wouldn't be invested in that large of a dip. I would probably have a stop loss, 10 to 15%, and then I would let the stop loss do its work, and then maybe buy back in a little bit later. But that's not advice, just my own appetite for risk. And yeah, I don't love that it's dropped 44%. I don't know about how you feel about that. Let's take a look at Bitcoin itself here. It is going up today, up 1%, $97,000. You know what's very funny, everybody, is that Bitcoin only goes up on payday Fridays for me. So if you guys want to watch a cycle here, every 2 Fridays, it seems to go up and then it goes down a couple days later. Watch that. Let's see. So far it's been 5 paydays in a row. Tomorrow, or today's Wednesday. So Friday is payday for me. So that means this should be jumping up to near 100,000. Let's see if that pans out or not. Interesting thought. Interesting thought. Well, you guys, it's Wednesday. It's a great day to be a Misty shareholder. Let's hope that they can do a good job of their weekly calls over the next 3 weeks, and let's hope they can do let's hope MicroStrategy can do a good job of making some share price money, so that our synthetic option also makes money, because right now it's not, and that's not good for our 4 week. I want to call it monthly, but there's the one guy who's going to say, don't call it monthly, right? Every 4 weeks we get paid a distribution from Misty. Let's call it monthly, okay? I want that synthetic to do really well for our monthly option, and so, or our monthly distribution. So I'm cheering for MicroStrategy, also known as Strategy these days. I'm also cheering for Bitcoin to go up. Um, One last thing, if you're not a Questrade holder and you're in Canada, Questrade just announced that they have $0 commission fees on trades, incoming and outgoing, and 99-cent contracts on options trading now. So if you want to take advantage of that, I will link my Questrade link below. You and I both get $50 in our trading account. So take advantage of that. But I just wanted to say, if you really enjoyed today's video, you're probably going to like yesterday's video. I'll link it right here. My name is Mike. This channel is Health and Wealth. Have a great night. Bye for now.